Stop being a scared marketer. It is the black plague when it comes to any form of marketing and absolutely kills results time and time again. Now, what do I mean when I say being a scared marketer? There's a lot of different ways that this translates. One, it's willingness to spend, it's willingness to take risks, but even bigger and almost more importantly is the willingness to call out who you want to sell to. I think one of the most interesting parts about marketing is a lot of new marketers and new business owners are scared to make direct call outs. So let's say, for example, I want to target a audience that will spend a lot of money, right? Or I'm selling a paid program. Well, a lot of marketers are going to be timid to say like, hey, this is a paid program. Do not click this ad if you don't want a paid program, right? Or they're timid to disqualify. They go too broad because they're scared, well, I don't know if I'm going to have enough customers. And all that really does is hinder your ability to sell because you don't ever speak to someone directly, right? Your fear of not making sales is the reason that you don't make sales, right? It's this whole concept of when you get in your head and you start coming across nervous when you're talking to someone new. The same thing goes for marketing. You need to be very, very clear and direct about who you're speaking to and not be afraid of making that call out. Because realistically, I mean, if you just walk into New York City, you realize very, very quickly that there is a shit ton of people in this world. And it's not a concern as to if they're there, it's where they are. And so that's the mindset shift that you need to have as a marketer is not, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell this, or I don't know if there's going to be enough people, but where are those people? Because that's the only shift, right? And a lot of this problem is driven by fear. And so that's like the number one that I don't think is talked about enough is being a scared marketer and what that can do to your business. So stop not making the call out. If you have a paid program, say it. If you don't want to sell to somebody, say it. Disqualify the person on the other end as fast as possible. Yes, your costs may rise, but I guarantee you're only going to speak to the people that you want to speak to. It cuts out all the fluff, all the shitty leads, all the indecisive individuals, and you can get straight to the people that will actually pay you money and respect your service or offering. So that's like the number one thing. I think the number two thing when it comes to spending or just like marketing in general is you need to be willing to spend. Like that's something I see a lot of people get scared of is ROAS will dip on ads. So let's say I'm spending 10, 20K a month and all of a sudden I go up to spend like 50K a month and I see my ROAS go from like a 5 to a 2, right? I'm gonna get scared. And yeah, 2's not the best in the world, but all I need to do is bring it back up to 3, right? And so if I'm sitting at like an 8 and I dip to like a 3.5, I shouldn't be scared to keep spending money. Like go from 20 to 50 to 100 to 150. Like don't be afraid of that. You've got to keep spending. You've got to lean into that fear because again, it's fear that's holding you back. If the goal is to make the most absolute amount of money, you can't be afraid of spending and you can't be afraid of taking risks, especially as a marketer and especially as someone whose job it is to bring in more income to the business. And so that's like a theme I've noticed recently across some marketing efforts I've done, but just in general with new marketers is being afraid to call out the desired avatar and spend the money required, right? Be smart about it, try to keep your costs low, but don't be afraid to keep spending money to scale, right? A 10, 11, 12x ROAS at scale is not the most realistic thing in the world. Yes, it can be done. Yes, it's awesome if you can do it. But if the goal is to scale and take home the most absolute amount of money, spend more. Don't be afraid of it. Watch your costs, watch your metrics, make sure it doesn't go unprofitable, but spend more. Don't be afraid to call out who you want to speak to. And just in general, don't be a scared marketer. Like take the risk, take the jump, spend the money, and I can fucking guarantee you will see success. Because on the other side of that is just failure. And we learn from failures. I guarantee if you market for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you will be one of the 1%, 0.05% marketers in the world. And so don't be afraid. Be willing to make the call out, be willing to spend the money, be willing to take the risk, and I guarantee you will see success. Now, if you're not comfortable taking that risk yourself, you can always reach out to a marketer who's been there and done that. And so if you are looking for a marketer to step into your business to help you with paid advertising, scale your online education business or your consulting business, go ahead and click the link below. This is what I do 24/7, spend money on ads, market for other people, and help take the risk and fear of failure off your plate and put it into the lap of someone that knows what they're doing. So if you're looking to, again, scale your online education business or your consulting business, go ahead and click the link below. If you want more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a like so more people see it, and I will see you in the next one.